Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Most. Today I'm going to continue working on this React application, and I'm going to teach you a very important concept that you need to know about React applications. But before we get started, make sure to subscribe so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video. And by the way guys, I have created a free ebook on how to make money online coding. You'll find the link in the description below and you can download the book immediately. So let's get started. First of all, this React application, we have this app, and the concept that I'm gonna teach you today is the props. Any React component has what's called properties. You can pass properties to React components. So first of all, in order to pass properties, we need to create a component. And to make things a little bit real, let's create a real component that we might need to use. For example, I'm going to here create a new file called user component, user.js. And this user.js will have a code similar to the app.js. So I'm going to copy the code from the app.js and I'm going to paste it in the user.js. And obviously we need to change the function here to user, and also the export, we need to export to the user instead of the app. And then inside the return, we need to return a specific code depending upon what this user component is going to do, and it's going to display. This user component is going to display the user information. So it's going to take user information as a property, and then it's going to display them here. How can we use properties in React? First of all, in the index.js, let's use this user.js component. Instead of this app, I'm going to use the user, and of course we need to import it. So I'm going to import it here, import, and then user from this directory, and then user. That's it. But if now I save, nothing is going to be displayed in the browser. If you open your browser, nothing will be displayed here because this component is empty. We can here add h1, and we can say here this is the user component. And if I save and go to the browser, you'll find that we have this is the user component. But we want to display user information such as the name, the email, maybe the car or the job or the salary, things like that. How can we pass information to this component? Well, we pass information through what's called the properties. So you can create properties for this component by typing them here as if they were attributes. So here, suppose that we want this user to have a name property, name. We can here type name and then equals to the name of that user. Let me just type my name. And it can also have something else such as email, or let's say website, commoncode.com. And then after we pass these values using the properties, we can receive them in the component by receiving them through the argument here or parameter called props. And then in the component HTML, we can display them. We can here say h2, and then using curly braces, we can access the props dot name, and we can create another h2 here with props dot email or website, because we have We have created email, we have created name and website, and here we received those two, the email and the password, through the props. Now, if I save and go to the browser, you'll find that I have here my name, and here we have a problem. It should be website, and now you'll find my name and my website displayed. So this is a very important concept in React, which is the properties. You can create properties to a component and pass the data through these properties and receive them and display them. And of course, you can do other things to them. You can do some calculations. You shouldn't just display them. You can do other things to these things, to the properties. But you need to know that properties cannot be changed. So you can't change properties once you have created them. Once you have passed these properties, you can't change them. You can use them to append. You can, if they are strings, you can append them to other strings, but you can't change their values. But this is how it works, and this is how you can create properties and how you can receive them and display them to the user.